I think some of it is baked in. That is, some of it would have happened without Xi Jinping. It is simply a reflection of China's growing economic clout, of its investment of some of that clout in hard power capacities, of its greater attention to soft power. All of these things predate Xi Jinping, but they're on an upward trajectory. And so, some of this is structural. As power shifts, the previously dominant power starts to get more wary of the rising power. That's a rational thing to do, especially if you cannot fully trust the rising power's intents, and the U.S. can't. How can you ever verify those things? And much as the Biden election and the Biden policy has been a repudiation of Trump in many, many ways, the China policy hasn't changed that much. I mean, the tactics have changed, and that's hugely important. We no longer see things like the racism, frankly, of the COVID business that we got from Trump. We no longer see U.S. policies that are erratic and all over the place. But there is no going back to constructive engagement. It is now, whether you're a Trumpy or a Biden type, both groups agree that the relationship is more prone to rivalry, that there are significant conflicts of interest, and especially under Biden, there is a re-emphasis on the conflicts of values. I am cautiously pessimistic. I think we can take the temperature down from all this now. I think we're still living with some of the hangover of the worst moments of the Trump administration, which were designed to provoke, and where China, I think, rightly said, "What is it you guys even want?" There seems to be no satisfaction, and nothing, no deal to be struck. And I think there is greater emphasis now again on areas where there can be some cooperation: climate change, public health, variety of areas. So I think there's going to be an attempt to do that. But two things. One is those basic dynamics of a rising China, which is a very different type of country from the U.S., and the struggles that come with those kinds of power transitions. That's going to be a constant source of friction. And although in practical policy terms, we see the dialing back of the rhetoric, and we see the focus on areas of cooperation, nonetheless, I'm worried that on the U.S. side, there is a narrative about China as an intractable enemy, rival, and threat is getting baked in. And it becomes new Cold War is probably a little too strong, but it's getting awfully close to that.